Nityanandam, with a gratitude to my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Nityananda Swami, and the blessings of my Guru, I welcome you to this video, where I dispel and bring some light to a word that is often used to describe people who follow a Guru. And that word is brainwashed. Those brainwashed devotees, those cult members. And in a separate video, I talk about the word cult. Now, brainwashed is a word I've seen when people have nothing else to say about us except to say they're brainwashed. And why do they say that? And why do I feel it's wrong? Now, if you just take a step back, the real reason why the word brainwashed is being used is because it's an attempt to provide wrong information, wrong ideas about Hinduism. Anyone who is a Hindu, a practicing Hindu, who lives the lifestyle of Hinduism, has been raised a Hindu, understands that a guru is the foundation of Hinduism. They may or may not have taken advantage of having a guru in their life. That's different. But gurus are a part of Hinduism. And when you follow a guru, you follow that guru only. Can you change gurus? Yes. But the context of a guru is also given. That's the only reason why we follow a guru. A guru is someone who raises your consciousness, who shows you what you see in me is inside of you. Guru Bhakti becomes Atma Bhakti. Now, for whatever reason, vested interests in the West and in India and in the East, when they can't comprehend, when they can't digest that some other being is being worshipped by millions, and they want to bring that being down, they want to hurt his mission, they simply say, oh, those brainwashed followers of Nityananda. Now, this word brainwashed, it's almost become some nebulous word that you can just use and say whenever and apply to whomever. But there is actually a meaning. There actually are cases of people being brainwashed. And in those cases, in those so-called experts who review those cases, the common denominator is that they're in confinement, they don't have access to information or to the outside world or their families. They lose their ability to think and know what's real and what's not real. They don't have communication with the outside world like phones, and they're held captive, like in confinement. Very, really crazy things, very extreme situations which you very rarely hear about, but which happen with very few people. Now, because we're following someone, and because we are looking into how we think, people try to draw false parallels and say, oh, they're brainwashed. When actually, those who have experienced meditation, those who have experienced yoga, those who have experienced the Hindu sciences, those who have looked in and saw that just by looking in, they can change their mental setup. A mental setup that allows them to experience life the way they want to live it, which is being happier, which is being more healthy, which is achieving the goals you want, which is acquiring the wealth or not acquiring the wealth you want in life, which is having the family relationships you want, which is having the romantic relationships you want or don't want. Anyone who's gone into these studies and delved into these sciences available in Hinduism will say, yes, they've benefited. And many who have taken the path to a much more intense and deeper level have a guru. And from their experience, the reason why they have a guru is not just because some fashion to have a guru. It's because they've learned something from that guru and they want to continue learning something from that guru. It's because they've experienced something from that guru and they want to continue experiencing something from that guru. And just out of gratitude, they like to worship that guru, be around that guru. In Hinduism, pujas, homas, everything, the context is gratitude. Giving gratitude to Mother Earth, giving gratitude to Mother Energy, giving gratitude to the Ganesha energy, giving gratitude to Devi, Sadashiva. Everything is an offering of our gratitude. Same with the Guru. We show our gratitude. So when people see these acts of like Pada Puja or offerings to our Guru, they say, oh, they're brainwashed. Now, just because you can't comprehend and just because you haven't experienced it, you have no right to use the word brainwashed. And why do we take exception to that word? Because naturally, we feel having a guru is the best thing that can happen to a human being. And I'll say having an incarnation as your guru, not just any guru, is the best thing that can happen to a human being. So when you use the word brainwashed, there are people who believe you, or they will just not look in or find out more information to really understand that the word brainwash is falsely applied. So this video is more to educate and give people the confidence to understand just because someone throws out the word brainwashed in a news article or in some interview, don't just assume it's true. Understand that's a big allegation. And look into it. Do you really know what brainwashed means? Have you seen those people? Have you lived there? Have you visited there? Yes, maybe they are going through transformations where they manifest powers, where they become new people, new beings, radiating bliss, radiating joy, and wanting to spread it. Do people leave our organization? Yes. People come and go. We're a volunteer organization. Of course people come and go. So, when that word brainwashed is used, it is an attempt to make Hinduism and people who have a guru sound weird and sound manipulated. Now, I am born in the US. I studied in the US. I have a double major, business honors marketing from the University of Texas at Austin. And I did well in school. And I had great family life and great friends. I am not the candidate for being brainwashed. And I dare you to apply that to me. And all of our people in our adinams around the world, all of the devotees who either devote their time full-time or part-time, come from education or street smarts. And they're not here because of any mind control technique. They're here because they experience something so profound, so deep, so stirring in their being that they just wanted to continue that experience and sacrifice their time and energy and wealth to share it with the rest of the world. This is what you do when you experience something great. You just want to share it. So when you hear that word brainwash applied to our Sangha, or anyone who has a guru, or you see it in the news, please roll your eyes. Please don't give any attention to it. Because if someone really understands the word brainwash, they cannot apply it to us. And if they're using that word, it's only to manipulate the viewer or the reader's understanding so that they do not benefit from what we have to offer. So that Hinduism is continuously attacked and not defended. And attack doesn't, in this day and age, does not mean war necessarily. That's one form of attack. But now attack is defamation. Attack is putting wrong information out there online and in the media. Because that's what people are consuming. And that's how we make decisions and that's how we process information. So the attack that was done on us was unprecedented. And most organizations and communities would not have survived, but we did and we're much stronger. So that word brainwash, actually, for me, before I was like, oh, that I didn't like that word brainwash maybe like 8 years ago, 9 years ago. Because I myself never looked into it. But when I started to understand how we just take wrong ideas from wrong segments of society and we don't look in ourselves, you are then being brainwashed by the people who are using the word brainwashed. You are not understanding, or you are taking things at face value without looking in. But luckily you have the internet. You can check out Swamiji, you can check out the YouTube and see for yourself, are you brainwashed by him? Do you feel like what he's saying is brainwashing people? Or do you realize he's liberating people? You have access to information. So that is my request to anyone who's watching. When you hear that word, or if you've been told that word, look into it. And if you've already got it, fine, to share this video with people who may be stuck on that word. And again, if anyone dares to say that about me or my Sangha members or about my Guru, watch out. We will take action by way of social media, by way of legal action, by way of spreading right information. Information is power, and it can liberate people if it's the right information. It is jnana. So don't mess with right jnana. And seek it if you're a seeker. So thank you, Swamiji, for giving us the voice and the right cognitions and context for what we do, what we believe. And thank you for anyone who's listened to this video. If you have any other topics you feel should be addressed, please ping me. And thank you so much for allowing me to share. I may make more videos on this topic. All right? Thank you so much. Nityanandam.